Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a while since I last uploaded to the channel, and that's mainly because I've been back in school in a year 6 bubble for the last 2 weeks, and I've had an amazing time. I'm so glad that I got to say goodbye to some of the current year 6s as I did my training with them. Kind of sad that I didn't get to say goodbye to the rest of them, but our local authority have decided that the year 6s need to transition to year 7. So they're going to use the last few weeks as an opportunity to do so. So they will be going to their secondary schools. So they will no longer be coming to primary school. They will, of course, still be doing online tasks set by the class teacher via Marvellous Me and things like that. But in terms of coming into school, they will no longer be coming into primary school. So it was a very emotional day yesterday for the few year 6s that were in. But I'm so happy that they finally made it and that they're moving on to the next chapter in their life. Kehowever, my deputy head then said to me, then asked me if I could do the phone calls for the year 5s, just to, keep touching with them, see what's going on. And I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday. And she also said I can start making the displays in my classroom and start prepping things for September in my classroom. So that being said, I thought now would be the perfect time to bring to you a haul with all the things that I bought for my classroom for September. Quick disclaimer, I found out that I managed to secure my position for September way back in January, like in the middle of January. So a lot of these things I've accumulated over time. I haven't just gone out and bought them like in the last week. So I just wanted to make that clear from the get-go. By no means do you need all of these things, to be perfectly honest. I know I've been extra with a lot of the things, but it's my first classroom and I wanted to make it as homely as possible for myself. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first items I wanted to show you were storage. So in my classroom, I don't have like a built-in cupboard. It's an old building. I think the building was like built in 1907. So it's an old style school. And there's no like built-in cupboards in any of the classrooms, in fact. So I do have like 2 freestanding cupboards, but they're already filled with like resources, like class texts and things like that. So in terms of storing the children's workbooks, like the books that they write in, it's very limited. The current class teacher uses like plastic boxes, which I thought was a good idea. He has them on the side of the classroom and it's all uniform and it looks great. So running with that idea, I got myself some baskets. Now I have copied my second placement, the year 1 teacher. She had baskets like this for her books and I just love them. They just really suit my aesthetic. So if I can get one out, they are like kind of stuck together. But they're just these baskets. I don't know whether you can see that, but I got them from Home Bargains. I think they were $1.99 each, but I got 6 of these, and they will go along the back of the classroom to store their books in. So I thought that was a really, really good storage solution. Then I have got these little trays. You can probably see the price there. They were £1.50 each. And I'm going to use these trays for maths. So in maths, we follow White Rose at my school, and we obviously have the fluency, reasoning and problem solving. And we always put each of the tasks in these so the children can go and get them when they are ready to move on to those tasks. So that's what they're going to be for. These again will be stored at the back of the classroom and I will label them with what they are, but I just thought these were great. £1.50 and they were from B&M. Then I think these ones, I'm not even sure what I'm going to use these ones for, to be perfectly honest with you. I think they were from Aldi. I can't remember the price of them, but they're just a packet of 3 baskets. And I thought they might be good in the actual cupboards that I've already got, maybe to just organise a couple of the books and things like that. So yeah, you can, I've always been a massive fan of storage anyway. You can never have too much storage. So I thought that would be brilliant. So put those away. I also got some more of the 3 carry ones, but I'm not sure where I got these from. These might have been B&M actually. But yeah, I just thought they would be good as well for some sort of storage. Then I managed to pick up these. So these are similar to the other white trays that I showed you, but they're slightly bigger. These are £2.50 each. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6 of these, I believe. And these are for the middles of their tables. Now, obviously, we don't know what's going to be happening in September, so I don't know whether the children will be sat at like tables of 6 and 8 and things like that. But if they are, this is what's going to be in the middle of their tables with all of their resources in. So whiteboards, pens, pencils, rulers, those sorts of stuff, they're going to go in the middle. And these were £2.50 from B&M. In terms of storing their pens and pencils, I've come up with this idea. I saw it on Pinterest where somebody had been reusing like their baked bean tins and things like that, any tinned food that they had, and then they cleaned them off, make sure there was no sharp edges there, and they spray painted them. So with that being said, I bought some spray paint for those. These were from Aldi again. And yeah, so I'll be spray painting the tins for those trays as well. These are some spotlights that I managed to pick up. Now they're not currently working because I haven't put the batteries in yet, but here they are, just so you can see them. I thought these might be nice for a voice levels kind of display, although I don't know whether I'm going to use them. But if I don't use them in the classroom, I'll definitely use them at home because I've got a cupboard that would really benefit from having some lights in. But you get 4 in a box, and I don't know whether you can see that. You get 4 in a box, and you also get a remote as well to control the colours on them. So I thought those were good. That was an Amazon purchase. I think I got 2 of those boxes. What else did I get? Oh, these Drywipe whiteboard pens. These are my favourite brand, Berol. I love those. I think they really write really nicely. Yeah, so I picked up some of those. Again, I think these were from, where are these from? I think I actually might have picked these up in Tesco, but I know that occasionally Home Bargains do them as well, and Home Bargains do the double-ended ones, which are really, really good. So it might be worth you waiting for those as well. Oh, throwing things on the floor now. Pens. Okay, so I went into Home Bargains yesterday. So today is Saturday the 27th, I think. It's the 27th today. So I went in there yesterday on Friday, and I managed to pick up these Bic coloured pens, and they are in rose gold, and I just couldn't leave them because I just thought they were amazing. And I have been using these pens for the last year because you get black, red, green and blue on them, and I just think those are the most brilliant colours for marking. Our school doesn't really have a policy on what colour you mark in, but I tend to mark in red, but I know that some of my colleagues like to mark in green and things like that, so that's been really good. I have also picked up just one of these pens. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen these pens knocking about. I use this just for my own personal diary, so this will stay like at home on my desk at home. But again, that's from Home Bargains as well. What else have I got in here? Oh, so this is something that this isn't even going to be appropriate for my classroom now because yes, I'm going to be in year 6 come September again. So my children are probably going to be way too old for this. But I've had this for a number of years, and I think it'd be brilliant for somebody who's in Key Stage 1. It's just this bag of books. I originally ordered it on Amazon, and you get a range of books in here. There's The Hungry Caterpillar. There is Room on the Broom, The Snail and the Whale, the Smartest Giant in Town, the Paper Dolls, Charlie Cook's favourite book, A Squash and a Squeeze, the Gruffalo, and there was another one in here, Cave Babies, and the Tyrannosaurus Drip. And then I've added in my own. I added in Aliens, Love Underpants, and Norman. Norman the Slug with the Silly Shell. So yeah, I originally ordered this off Amazon. This was a few years ago when I was actually working in Key Stage 1 as a HLTA. But yeah, these books have always come in handy. So if you are a Key Stage 1 teacher or an early years teacher, I would recommend you buying just a batch of your own books to keep and to read at the end of the day. They always come in really handy. Okay, the next thing, going kind of back to stationery, I kind of went stationery mad on my travels doing shopping for things like this. So here is my staple gun. I've had this staple gun for years actually. It's a Rapesco one, really good. I ordered this on Amazon again and I've never had any problems with it, and it's been used for years and years, so I highly recommend this one. And along with the staple gun, I highly recommend you getting a staple picker as well. I have one that I had from Aldi, and it's been brilliant because it's so robust, but I know you can get the plastic ones that aren't as good. I do not recommend you get the plastic ones. Get yourself a metal staple picker. You will be onto a winner, because I hate having boards that have got staples still stuck in them. I can't start a display without getting at least 90% of them out of the board. So yeah, moving on from that, I got myself an automatic pencil sharpener. Again, this was from Amazon as well. I've got this because my pet peeve in life is sitting to sharpen pencils. However, I also don't like the children constantly having to sharpen them either. I think it takes away from learning time. So I will probably sit down and sharpen pencils in the morning, or maybe get my TA to do it depending on what job she's got for the day. So yeah, I thought that was a really good buy. I also bought a hole punch to match my, I don't know whether you can see that, to match my sharpener as well. This is a 4-hole punch, but you can get the 2. You can get the 2-prong one, but this is the 4-prong one. And again, it's from the same company, Rapesco, and in the same colour. It's all matching. I kind of wish I'd been able to get the staple gun in that colour, but I really couldn't. So yeah, I like to hole punch things in and keep hard copies of things as well. So that will come in really handy. I also got just the normal stapler in the same colour. Again, this will be my stationery that's kept on my desk. So yeah, and that was from Amazon. I will try and link everything down below, pricing wise and things like that if I can. And then I got the tape dispenser in the same colour. So it comes like this. It comes in this box like this. And I will just show you, and that is the item. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that very well, but yeah, that is it. And it comes with 2 rolls of sellotape as well, so I thought that was really good. So yeah, so all of my stationery kind of matches. I love pastel colours, particularly pastel pink, as you can probably tell from my room. So yeah, all of that matches, so I'm really happy with that. I have my own board rubber. I've had this for years, but I am thinking about replacing this, but I just haven't seen anything that really tickles my fancy. I really want one of those magnetic board rubbers, so if any of you know where I could get one of those from, comment down below, let me know. I bought these. I bought 2 packets of these actually. These are answer buzzers. They're from the brand Learning Resources. I actually bought these for one of my observations back in January. It was part of a history lesson and we were having like a quiz round as one of the starter activities, and they've been really brilliant. I bought 2 boxes of these and I'm going to be keeping them. I'm going to be using them again this year. They are really good, and they were from Amazon as well. this little packet here, first of all, let's talk about this actual plastic wallet. It's an absolute dream. It's from Wilko, and I think they come in packs. I can't remember, but I've had them a while. I used them throughout my whole training year to separate my resources for the days, and I think I'm going to continue to do that. I kind of want to get the ones that have this opening piece on the side there, because I think I can stick them onto my board next to my desk a little bit easier, so I can get my planning out better. But even still, these are still really good. They are from Wilko, so I will try and link those below. But yeah, it's just got all my display lettering in, my my timetable, my daily timetable, it's just got everything in. All of my resources for displays and stuff are currently in there. I have got another one as well, so I've got a lot for my displays. But yeah, and I also made my own stickers as well using my Bitmoji. I don't know how much these are going to be used with my year 6 class, because I know with my current year 6s that I've been working with, they're not really that interested in stickers and things like that, but it's always handy to have them just in case I have after school clubs or anything like that with kids that are younger. So yeah, that's a good one. I've also picked up this absolutely gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous notepad from Sainsburys. I do believe they still have it in, but it's brilliant. It's lined. The lines are quite thin though, if you can see there. My plan for this is to use it for staff meetings and things like that, to make notes, as I always like to make notes and just make sure that I've got everything covered. So this was brilliant. I will try and link that below. I can't remember the price of this actually, because I bought this a couple of weeks ago, to be fair, but if I can, I will try and link it below on their website. If not, I will go in store and find out for you anyway. But yeah, this is lovely. I'm just trying to see if the price is on the back, but I don't think it is. But it does say it's an A4 notebook. It has 104 sheets, 208 pages. So there's a lot of writing space in them. Sticking with the theme of like notebooks, planners, those sorts of things, I have the beautiful The Positive Teacher Company Academic Diary. Oh, this is just absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to start using it. I will link the Positive Teacher Company down below. She does some amazing designs. She does academic diaries. She does teacher planners, trainee planners, anything like organisation wise, she's got it going on. She also does motivational quotes as well, I believe. So yeah, definitely check her out. I will link her down below, but I can't wait to start using that. I didn't buy the teacher planner just because a lot of our planning at my school is done online, so I didn't think I would need it. However, I'm going to see out this year, see how I go, but if I do need it next year, I will definitely be purchasing it. But I did buy the academic diary because I do like to stay organised, and I used my this current year's diary, I used it to the point where it's actually like falling apart now. So a diary I think is a really, really good purchase. I also have a few other notebooks that were actually gifted to me, so I don't know whether they will still be available in the shops, and I'm not entirely sure where they're from, but this one was gifted to me when I left my last job as a HLTA, and I thought that was really lovely, so I'll be keeping that in my drawer. This is all like eco-friendly. It says it's crafted mindfully of eco-friendly materials, cork and recycled paper, so that is really lovely. It's really, really nice, and it's personalised. So yeah, that's one of the notebooks I have. And here is another notebook that I have as well. So I might keep that. I think this was probably from Sainsburys last year, so I don't think this is available to buy anymore. But it is just a really nice notepad, which I will probably be using again as well. Why I need so many notebooks, I don't know, but you know. And then I have another one, which again was gifted to me and I haven't used, Bright Ideas. So yeah, I don't know whether I will be using that, because I do really like it, but I might keep this at home instead of taking it into school. But it was gifted to me alongside like a sticky notepad and a big like A4 notepad, which I've used this year, and it's been amazing. So yeah, that's another notepad. I also have these pencils with erasers on the top. They were from Asda. I think I got these last year, to be fair, but I think they do still do them. They were from Asda, and you get, how many do you get? You get 12 in the pack. I think I've only used 2, to be fair, so I can definitely keep those. I've got white tack and sellotape spots. These are always useful for in the classroom, so I will definitely be needing those. I have some of the zebra pens as well, just in different colours. These were useful to me on placement when my Bic pens, in my second placement, basically, they used to mark in purple, and my Bic pen didn't have purple on. I didn't have the Bic pen with purple on. So I bought a packet of these, and I used this one for that. So different schools work in different ways, and they mark in different ways. But I found that quite useful when I was on my second placement, but I'll definitely still be using them. Tippex. Now, some schools are really funny about Tippex. They don't use it, but my school aren't really fussed. As long as it looks neat and tidy, it's all fine. So I got this from Home Bargains again. Really, really cheap, really, really affordable. And I've only actually used the one for the whole year. So I obviously don't make that many mistakes. I bought myself this book. Oh, knocking the camera. I bought myself this book because I don't know whether you can see. It's Modelling Exciting Writing by Adam Bushnell, Rob Smith and David Vaughan, is it? I'm not sure how you say that. But yeah, I bought this because although I did my training gear, most of my training gear in year 6, I still feel like my writing that I model to the children could be better, especially for year 6 when they need to include so many different things as well. So I thought I'd buy this. I thought I'd read up on it. I've heard really, really good reviews about it. I got this off Amazon, so I will try and link it down below as well. But it's just got loads of different examples in of how to make your writing better and to encourage the children. So yeah, that's a good piece of CPD for you to use if you're wanting to improve your writing. I also have some books that I'm just going to keep like in my personal reading area for the kids. These might be texts that I read to the class like at the end of the day, or we use for just like pleasure and sort of things like that. But I got most of these from Asda, to be fair, because they were having a like a deal. I think it was something like 2 for £7 or something like that. I can't remember because I did get these a while ago, but I thought they'd be nice to have just as a, you know, things to read, for me to read to the class, if that makes sense. So I got David Walliams, Gangsta Granny. David Walliams, sorry, not David Williams. Gangsta Granny. I've heard good things about this, and obviously I've seen little snippets around as well. I've got Mr. Stink, again by David Walliams. I've got an absolute classic, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. And again, another David Walliams one, The Midnight Gang. So I just thought they would be really nice for me to potentially read to the class, like at the end of the day, if we've got spare time and things like that. Yeah, there was no real incentive to it because we've got quite a big library of books at school, and then each class has got their own reading areas anyway, and there's a plethora of books in those reading areas. So I just thought I'd have a few books to myself that we could potentially read to the class. And then the last item I think I have to share with you is just a whiteboard cleaner. So I don't know whether you can see that there. I absolutely hate having dirty whiteboards. That being the whiteboard that I use or the children's whiteboard, so that will come in a really, really handy. Oh, I said it was the last item and it really wasn't. I also have some wallpaper here. It is, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it. I'm trying to get you the best view, but it's like a wood floor effect, wood wallpaper in a grey effect. I'm planning to use this for my displays because my school doesn't have this effect in their store of display paper. So I went and bought my own. I got it from B&M. We have a big B&M where I live, so I went and got it from there, but I know you can probably get it in Home Bargains or any wallpaper shop as well. So I'm planning on backing my boards with this as well. So that was incredibly long, I know, but thank you for bearing with me if you've made it to this point in the video. I hope it's been useful to you, especially you NQTs like me who are going into your NQT year in September. It's an exciting time for us and it's a new challenge. Obviously, with everything that's going on in the world lately, we're not entirely sure how the classroom will look in September, but all we know is that we will still be teaching, so that's something to be positive about. I hope you found this useful. If you have enjoyed the video, please go and hit that like button and go and hit that subscribe button. It would really, really help me out. Go and follow me over on Instagram where I'm active every day. It's just at MissDRF, and I will include all of my other social media links in the link down below. I hope you've enjoyed it and hopefully I will see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.